Did you know that 70% of introverts say small talk drains their energy and nearly half avoid it altogether? If that statistic just made you nod your head, you're not alone. But here's the truth. Small talk doesn't have to feel like a chore. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit to not just survive small talk, but to own it, even if you're shy, socially anxious, or convinced you're bad at conversations. Let's turn those awkward moments into opportunities for real connection. Small talk gets a bad rap. We've all heard it. It's shallow, it's pointless. I'd rather be alone. But here's the thing, small talk is the gateway to everything meaningful. Think about it. Every friendship, job offer, or romantic relationship starts with a simple conversation. And for introverts, that's both good news and bad news. The bad news? Small talk can feel like running a marathon in flip-flops, exhausting and awkward. The good news? It's a skill, not a personality trait. That means you can learn it, practice it, and even get good at it without changing who you are. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to do that. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about why small talk feels so draining for introverts. Introverts thrive in deep, one-on-one conversations. Small talk, on the other hand, often feels superficial, like you're skimming the surface instead of diving into what matters. Add in social anxiety, fear of judgment, or the dread of awkward silences, and suddenly even saying, "How's your day?" can feel paralyzing. But here's the kicker. Avoiding small talk can hold you back. Missed job opportunities, strained relationships, or feeling isolated in a room full of people. Sound familiar? The key isn't to force yourself to become an extrovert. It's to hack the system, to use strategies that align with your strengths as an introvert. Let's talk about how. Let's start with the basics, the FORD method. This is your secret weapon for stress-free small talk. FORD stands for family, occupation, recreation, dreams. 4 safe universal topics that let you steer the conversation without getting too personal. Family, do you have any fun weekend plans with the kids? Occupation, how did you get started in your field? Recreation, what's your go-to way to unwind after work? Dreams, if you could travel anywhere next year, where would you go? These questions work because they're open-ended and invite storytelling. Instead of yes/no answers, you're giving the other person room to share something meaningful. Pro tip, introverts often excel at active listening. Use that to your advantage. Nod, make eye contact, and sprinkle in phrases like, "That's fascinating, tell me more," or "How did that make you feel?" People will walk away thinking, "Wow, that person was so easy to talk to," and you didn't have to say much at all. Next up, Body Language 101. Did you know that 55% of communication is nonverbal? If you're slouching, crossing your arms, or avoiding eye contact, you're sending "leave me alone" signals, even if you don't mean to. Here's how to fix it. Uncross your arms and angle your body toward the person. This says, "I'm open to this conversation." Smile slightly, no need to force it. A relaxed smile makes you appear approachable. Nod and lean in occasionally. It shows you're engaged without needing to interrupt. And if you're nervous, that's okay. Just say, "I'm a bit shy, but I'd love to hear more about." Honesty disarms people and takes the pressure off. Let's address the elephant in the room, awkward silences. They happen to everyone, yes, even extroverts. But here's the secret. A pause isn't a failure. It's a chance to reset. Instead of panicking, try one of these emergency questions. What's something you're excited about right now? Have you watched, read anything interesting lately? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? These aren't just filler questions. They invite deeper stories. And if all else fails, embrace the silence. Take a sip of your drink, smile, and say, "I'm just enjoying the vibe here." Confidence isn't about never feeling awkward. It's about being okay with imperfection. Here's the game changer. Small talk isn't about performing, it's about curiosity. Introverts often hate small talk because it feels fake. But what if you reframed it as mini discovery missions? Instead of thinking, "What should I say next?" ask yourself, "What can I learn about this person?" For example, friend, "I'm a teacher. You. Oh, that's awesome. What's the most surprising thing your students have taught you? See the difference? You're not just ticking boxes, you're digging for gold. And when you focus on curiosity, two things happen. You feel less pressure because the spotlight isn't on you. The other person feels valued, which builds instant rapport. This is how small talk becomes big talk. Let's recap your introvert-friendly small talk toolkit. Use the FORD method to keep conversations flowing. Leverage active listening, your secret superpower. Tweak your body language to look and feel confident. Reframe silences as opportunities, not disasters. Get curious, not self-critical. Remember, practice makes progress, not perfection. Start small. Chat with a barista, compliment a coworker's lunch, or ask a neighbor about their dog. Every conversation is a step forward. And if you need to recharge afterward, that's okay. Honor your energy. You're not here to be the loudest person in the room, just the most genuine.